The moment you set foot on Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge resort property, you're instantly immersed in African culture. And that's saying a lot from someone who is from the continent. From the artifacts, earth tones, and actual giraffes roaming freely about outside on acres and acres of wildlife reserve. It does feel like you're in a luxury resort in South Africa or Kenya. Now, I've never been to any of those countries, but I'm assuming it's a similar experience based on Samantha Brown. And then you speak with someone at the reception and the whole illusion is shattered. The person does not have a foreign accent.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
What's up, beautiful people, and welcome back to my old friends, and welcome to the new. Lots of you subscribed during my brief hiatus, sabbatical, if you will, from YouTube, and thank you so much. Took a break to rest, but resting wasn't the only thing I was doing. I was working on new long-form content, such as this one, flexing my creative muscle, and I started a podcast. Check it out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeart, and Amazon Music. It's called A Failed Doctor and Proud. Oh, by the way, my name is Yaira. Should have said that from the very beginning. But you can call me Yaya, and I have decided to start talking about whatever I want. Nishin who? And today we're talking about African Proverbs again. I do have 3 other African Proverbs videos. They are linked down below and up above. Feel free to check them out. They are very entertaining if I do say so myself, and I do say so. Today, however, the African Proverbs I'll be giving my interpretation of are literally pulled off the walls of Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge Resort. Before we get into the Proverbs, let me give you some very fun facts about the resort for context. Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, Jambo House, which is the main building of the resort, was opened back in 2001. Sidebar, I came to the US in 2001 from Cameroon, which is in West/Central Africa, at age 13. So the fact that this resort, which is heavily influenced by African culture, opened that same year makes it especially cool to me. The resort has the largest collection of African art outside of Africa, second only to the Smithsonian. This I found fascinating. The art is spread throughout the resort, but a lot of it is concentrated in the lobby area and in the hallways by the elevators. That way they are more visible to the guests. These people, and by these people I mean the architects and interior design people, did their research, that's for sure. I recognized some of the pieces that were around me to some capacity when I was growing up in Cameroon, be it through media or in the shops. Even when you're walking from the parking lots through the covered car lanes, also known as a porte-cochere, you can hear African music playing, not just drums, but actual music. Some of which I actually recognize from artists such as Papa Wemba, who is from the Democratic Republic of Congo, formerly known as Zaire. I actually found the music played throughout the lobby right here on YouTube. I just typed in Animal Kingdom Lodge music loop and a variety of them popped up. The one I listened to briefly, which I will link down below for you, is the most current, as I'm guessing the music has changed over the years. Now, the Christmas music is my favorite. It's much more festive and up-tempo. I hope that one doesn't change anytime soon. Now back to the resort setup. Animal Kingdom Lodge is made up of 2 buildings. The Jambo House, which as I mentioned earlier, opened back in 2001, and Kidani Village, which is the Disney Vacation Club, which is the timeshare, which opened back in 2009. That was the year I graduated college. Now, Kidani Village is where my favorite restaurant, Sana, is located. Now, I've eaten at this restaurant every year on my birthday for the last 6 or 7 years. Except for last year due to COVID. Now, this restaurant boasts a blend of African and Indian cuisine. It's more Indian than it is African, if you ask me. Nevertheless, it's my vibe, obviously, if I've eaten there for 7 years in a row. Now, I've usually always gotten the same thing whenever I went, the butter chicken, which is spicy, creamy, curried, and comes with rice. Obviously, now I can't have the butter chicken because I don't eat meat. An alternative popular option at Sana restaurants is the bread service, which comes with 5 different types of naan breads and a variety of Indian sauces and chutneys that range from mild to hot. I've tried that one too. It's great, but I also think it's overrated. There are plenty of other amazing options on the menu if you're feeling a bit adventurous, and of course, if your pockets are deep. I say this because although Sana is considered casual dining, unlike Jiko the cooking place, which is another restaurant at the lodge, which is more upscale, it's fine dining, and is currently closed at the time of recording this video due to COVID aftermath, it ain't cheap. Between both buildings, there are a total of 4 savannas. There's the Sunset Savannah, Uzima, Pembe, and Arusha. I probably butchered all those names. And I'm African. The Sunset Savannah is between both buildings. Pembe is at Kidani Village, and Arusha and Uzima are at Jambo House. There are also animal viewing areas for the guests. The best view is at Kidani Village, if you ask me. Right there in the lobby, you can see giraffes and zebras walking by. It's so amazing. Prior to COVID, there were night vision goggles to view the animals with from dusk until 9 p.m. Hopefully, those come back pretty soon, as well as the cultural representative cast members who are actually from the continent, primarily from South Africa, Botswana, and Tanzania, which are countries known for their wildlife. These cast members are on a 1-year program to work at the resort and educate and share their culture with the guests. These cast members, to me, are the heartbeat of the resort, and they add a layer of authenticity to the guest experience. And again, I really hope they come back soon. It's simply not the same without them. Also, before anyone asks, as far as the animals at the resort are concerned, they are all grass eating, such as zebra, giraffe, Ankoli cattle, warthogs, aka Pumbaa if you've seen The Lion King. Just to name a few. You won't find any carnivores there for obvious reasons. You want to see carnivores? Go to the Animal Kingdom theme park nearby and do the safari ride. That's that on that front. I will link the articles I used below for your fact-checking purposes, and also if you want to know more about the resort. There is so much more I did not get the chance to mention, as this video isn't so much about the resort as it is about those proverbs. Also, I worked there, so there's that. This may be my first time ever saying that on this channel. No one had ever asked me where I worked, so I never felt the need to say it. Although if you've been watching my channel for a while and you know that I live in Florida and I go to the parks quite often, you would have been able to put 2 and 2 together to figure out where I work. By the way, check out episode 5 of my 12 Days of Christmas, where I went to 3 different Disney resorts to check out the Christmas decorations. Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge Resort is one of the resorts I featured, and it happens to be my favorite. I'm biased. So now on to Proverbs. The Proverbs in question are right off the hallway walls of Kidani Village. So let's begin, shall we? First proverb: wealth is bits of roasted meat. The great thing is one's kith and kin. Gotta be honest, this one stumped me, but after reading and rereading it several times, I'm gonna say that I'm guessing it means that your family or your roots is more valuable than wealth, or that family or your support system is wealth. We can't really thrive without support as humans. We are hardwired social creatures and we depend on one another. It's why people's actions can affect others in some cases, and also why we have the capacity to feel other people's pain or joy if we let ourselves. Let me know what you think in the comments. Next proverb: truth keeps the hands cleaner than soap. This one is from Nigeria. Well, the truth is easy to remember. Once you tell a lie, you keep having to fabricate other things to hold that initial lie up until you can't keep track anymore. Side note, we are all liars, but there's levels to this. I tell a white lie every now and then to keep people out of my business or to protect someone's feelings. But telling lies about yourself, your family, what you do for a living to con people, that one requires the Holy Spirit. Third proverb: one falsehood spoils 1,000 truths.
Tell me the truth.
This one is from Ghana. Ain't that the truth? A person can tell the truth all the time and play by the rules, but the one time this person tells a lie or up, we do not let the person forget it, thereby completely invalidating all the other good things this person has done or their good qualities. It's not fair at all, but it's human nature, or is it? Please comment down below what you think. Sticks in a bundle are unbreakable. This one is from Tanzania. Right off the bat, this one reminds me of that scene from the remake of Stephen King's It that came out back in 2017.
This is what it wants. It wants to divide us. We were all together when we heard it. That's why we're still alive.
Power in numbers. It's why when someone's fighting for a cause, they need more people on board to support them, either by signing petitions or marching together. It's also why I think we have the saying, majority wins the vote. Again, this reinforces the importance of community. Life is like a ballet performance. Dance only once. This one is from Mali. YOLO, you only live once, so you might as well live your best life because it's the only one you get. When you are sick, you promise a goat. But when you get well again, you make do with a chicken. This one's from Nigeria. When you are in need of help, you beg and make all these big promises.
Please, 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 please.
But as soon as you get what you want or you get your prayers answered, you are so quick to forget those big promises. And by you, I mean we. It's like a guy wanting to take me out on a date, right? And at the beginning, he's very sweet. Nigerians will call it toasting. But then, as soon as he gets me, he stops trying. On the other hand, this guy is trying to get me, but as soon as I tell him I'm not interested, after all his grand gestures, I suddenly go from being a beautiful diamond to now being a classless non-entity.
You serious?
Or as the kids put it these days, being for the streets, because he can't handle rejection. Proverb number 7. The road doesn't tell the traveler what lies ahead. This one is also from Tanzania. This doesn't even sound like a proverb. It's quite literal. We don't know the future. We can try and predict it though. There's a 50-50 chance we will be right. Life's a gamble. 8th proverb. A mother is gold, a father is a mirror. This is the second proverb from this list to stump me. I even had to ask my mom what she thought this one meant. And she didn't even know until after 15 minutes of pondering. And she said, well, gold is a treasure, a precious metal. And a mirror, you can see your reflection in it, but it can also break. I was like, well, damn. So that's how Nigerians feel. The proverb is from Nigeria, by the way. To me, it sounds like the proverb is saying that one might look like your father, but the bond isn't as strong or valuable for that matter as the bond between a mother and child, since we are comparing a precious metal and a mirror. I don't really know. Please drop your thoughts down below of what you think it really means. Proverb number 9. When you follow in the path of your father, you learn to walk like him. This one's from Ghana. So basically, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. And if it's a bad tree, well, you already know. If you get rich, be in a dark corner when you jump for joy. This one says Zulu, so I'm guessing it's from South Africa. Basically, when you hit that jackpot, don't tell nobody. Don't get your picture taken when you claim your prize.
Did you just take my picture? Erase it.
Lest you start getting phone calls from long-lost relatives and friends. If everyone thought alike, then no goods would ever be sold. This one's from Libya. As much as we are alike, we are also different, have different ways of thinking because of our different experiences and backgrounds. The lens through which I view the world will be vastly different from my white counterparts. Yet and still, diversity is a beautiful thing. Embrace it or get left behind. Last proverb on the list. He who does not know the road holds back the one who does. This one's from Kenya. Small-minded people will hold you back or keep you exactly where you are. It's why misery loves company. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up or thumbs down, depending on how you're feeling, as long as you're interacting with the video. Of course, you know I prefer a thumbs up, but then again, differences in thought processes. Subscribe if you'd like to see more of me. I'm back to my Tuesday postings after a very trying 3-month period. And of course, please comment and share, and I'll see you next week. Bye. But you can call me up. Oh, wow, 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 slow down. I recognize some. 5, blah, blah, blah. What the hell? Did the research. I will link the articles I used, blah, blah. Jesus. At the time, Vyradov. At the time, Vyradov. At the time, Vyradov.